So let's start with Kirkenes, which is located in Norway. It is very, very far north in Norway, which is, of course, ideal for viewing the northern lights. The more north you can go, the better. And Kirkenes is, in fact, so far north in Norway that it's by the Russian border. So it's even above Sweden and Finland. So there's a Kirkenes weekend break hosted by the wonderful travel counselors in early December this year. And I'm going to take you through the program of this break. So first of all, on day one, when you arrive into Kirkenes, you're going to transfer directly to the Snow Hotel Resort. So this is a resort where you will be based for 3 nights, but it's action-packed, and you will get to experience all the best that Kirkenes has to offer. Once you arrive, you check in, and in the evening, we immediately go out on a Northern Lights hunt, as you can see on the picture here, by vehicle. So we are going to drive into the location where the forecast shows is likely to be the best possibility to view the Northern Lights. So we're going to take you around those areas and hopefully witness the Northern Lights. Just remember, it's a natural phenomena, so we never guarantee it, but we promise our best to try to show you this incredible display. What you're also going to experience immediately on your first night staying in Kirkenes is the incredible Snow Hotel. I'm pretty sure that many of you have maybe heard about the very famous Ice Hotel in Sweden. So the Ice Hotel is a very popular concept, very unique. And this is the exact same thing. It's just in Norway. So you are essentially sleeping inside ice and snow. It is a wonderful experience to go inside. There is an ice bar as well where you can enjoy a drink. And what you're also allowed to do is to walk around the area, because the Snow Hotel itself is a fascinating structure. So you can go and see all the designs and so on. So you can see from the pictures here you enter into the Snow Hotel itself. And these are all rooms that you can see the people. So there's just a curtain like for you to go into your Snow Hotel room and sleep on a bed like this. It is obviously cold. We have to keep it cold to keep it frozen, but obviously we have the correct gear for you to get an incredible experience sleeping in ice and snow. During dinner, we will make a presentation for you on how to dress and how to prepare for the night. We provide the full gear, so the massive sleeping bag that you're in, it's not like any other sleeping bag that you've ever seen before. Trust me on that. This you dress yourself in when you go into the Snow Hotel, and literally, I'm telling you, I've never slept as well myself. I probably just froze during the night and hibernated. It was absolutely amazing. I was so rested when I woke up the next day. For the Snow Hotel experience, the experience is the night. It is you sleeping in there. Obviously, you're not chilling in the Snow Hotel reception, having a drink and chatting. We have a warm area. So you eat all the meals in our warm area, and there's a sauna there, and there are showers and everything. But the Snow Hotel is an experience, and you stay there for 1 night. We do not recommend to stay more nights in the Snow Hotel. On day 2, after you've woken up super refreshed after your night in ice and snow, we are going on an adventure which is very unique actually to Kirkenes, and that is a king crab safari. So there we have this massive king crab in the waters around Kirkenes. We go out, we dress you up in overalls and everything you need, and you sit here in the back of our snowmobile, and our experienced guides drive you on the frozen lake, where you can then witness as we pull up the net of the king crabs. The guides there tell you very interesting stories and all the facts about their fishing there and what they do, and you can hold a king crab if you wish to do so. But the interesting thing that we do then after this experience is that we take all the king crabs with us on the snowmobile and drive back to base, where we will then enjoy a very freshly cooked king crab. So you will enjoy a king crab lunch after your experience there. And I can tell you, I'm actually allergic to seafood myself, and I still didn't make that stop me. So I did give it a try, and forget about lobster. This is so much better. So the king crab experience is included. On that evening, you're essentially moving from the snow hotel, and your next 2 nights will be enjoyed in our Gamme cabins. Each couple or single person gets their own cabin completely. So an entire cabin is yours alone. There is an option of twin beds, as you can see here, but we also put them together for couples as a double bed. Very romantic, very ideal to sit here in the evenings looking outside these viewing windows that are created in these cabins. As you can see here, if you're lucky, you can even be witnessing the Northern Lights just outside of your cabin. On day 3, we have more adventures to experience and show you, and now we are going to start with a cultural experience. So we're going to take you for 1 hour to visit a Sami tribe. So the Samis are the local tribe of Lapland, really. So they will, they're dressed obviously in their traditional costumes, and they're going to tell you stories and how they live and have always lived as reindeer herders. You will get to meet the reindeer and feed them and enjoy a lot of storytelling with them in their traditional lavus, which are the Sami tents. They're like a teepee. And there inside you sit around fire while the Samis tell you their stories, and if lucky, they will probably sing for you their yoik, which is a very unique way of singing. In the afternoon, we're going to go husky sledding. You cannot visit North Norway without going husky sledding. It is such a thrill. So here you will go. This is done, in fact, right by the resort. And you go on a husky sled tour for about 2 hours. You sit on the sled and enjoy while a musher takes care of guiding the dogs, the huskies, on this husky adventure. There is something very special about experiencing these kind of husky sledding tours. For me, it is that when you go to the area where we are preparing the huskies and the sleds, it's very noisy and loud because the huskies are so excited. This is their life. This is what they do best, and they love they love pulling those sleds and running. So they're so excited, and then you prepare, we dress you up, and you sit on the sled, and I'm telling you, the second that they let go of the sled so the dogs can go, there's just this silence, complete silence in the middle of nowhere, and you're running through the snow there with these incredible huskies. I'm afraid then that will be the end. When it comes to visiting Kirkenes, this is exactly what we recommend to do, and to do the best way. Kirkenes is a very, very small town, and if you ask me personally, there's no reason, to be honest, to visit the town of Kirkenes. Actually, the big attraction of Kirkenes itself is the Snow Hotel Resort. So you will be based in the resort during the 3 nights. And again, funnily enough, we don't actually recommend staying in Kirkenes longer than 3 nights, because at that point you will have experienced all the magic that Kirkenes does have to offer, which is the Snow Hotel, the Northern Lights, the Huskies and Samis, and the King Crab, which is so unique to Kirkenes itself. So on this tour, we have included all of the things that you must see and do. It is on half-board basis, which is worth noting. So dinner is included each night in the warm building. And hopefully you will see the Northern Lights even each evening, because you are located, as we say, in the middle of nowhere, which is what you want, because you want to step away from the light pollution of any city. And that's basically what you're doing with us in Kirkenes Resort. So there you go. Now I'm going to take you to a different country entirely, called Iceland, where I'm actually sitting right now. We have had an incredible Northern Lights season here now, absolutely breathtaking actually. I've been so busy, it's been hard for me to go to bed at night because I'm so afraid of missing yet another display. It's just heartbreaking for us that we haven't been able to have our wonderful guests here to enjoy this with us. So hopefully next winter, we will be able to get such a fantastic winter season with you for the Northern Lights here. So the Iceland break that the travel counselors are offering are 3 different dates. So there is a departure in October, November, and then in March next year. Again, I'm going to take you through the program, what's included, what you do on this Iceland break. When you arrive in Iceland on day 1, We transfer you directly to your hotel for check-in. That evening, we're going to go down to the harbor of Reykjavik. You will be based in the city, the capital city of Reykjavik, during your stay. And in the evening, you go out sailing for a Northern Lights cruise. This is our favorite way in Iceland to leave Reykjavik and to go on a Northern Lights hunt. The reason it's our favorite is that the cruise just offers fantastic comfort. So we have a warm indoor area with seating and tables and even a kiosk. And yes, you can buy beer and wine in that kiosk if you want to. So you can sit inside a nice warm area, all snug with your glass of wine. And our guides are sitting up on deck, freezing the entire evening to monitor for the skies. They will let you know immediately when there is any activity happening in the sky. And that's when you run up on deck to hopefully enjoy the Northern Lights display. The best thing about our Northern Lights cruise is that if we sail out and we're not successful, you come again for free. So basically, on your 3-night stay with us on an Iceland break, you have those 3 evenings included as a try. If you do successfully see them the first evening, of course, that's it then, you've seen them. But if you don't, try again tomorrow and then try again tomorrow if need be. So that's definitely an added bonus for hunting the Northern Lights. On day 2, of course, has to be done. The incredible Blue Lagoon. The Blue Lagoon is world famous for very, very good reason. And I'm telling you, I actually miss the Blue Lagoon. I'm not allowed to go visit it right now because I go there frequently myself. Those blue colors of the water are just absolutely unreal. What the Blue Lagoon has above other geothermal pools in Iceland is the white silica mud. So it's this white silica mud that is in the waters, and that's what has healing powers to your skin. This is why when you go to the Blue Lagoon, you take advantage of that and use these natural minerals in a mud mask and put it on your face and skin, and it has its healing powers. You will walk out of the Blue Lagoon looking like a baby, I promise. Obviously wonderful, warm, natural Icelandic waters. And there's only one way that I can really describe the feeling of going into these waters, because it's honestly not like taking a bath. There is something different about this water. It feels almost silky to your skin while you're in there. So a lot of people also ask me, isn't it too commercial, Rannveig? Shouldn't I skip it? No, you should not skip the Blue Lagoon in Iceland. Like I said, I still go regularly myself. Of course it is commercial. It is one of Iceland's top attractions, but we know what we're doing and we control it very well. So this is why you need to prepare well. We have set entrance times to control the traffic into the Blue Lagoon. So once you're in there, you never feel overcrowded. And there's a swim up bar. And one drink is included in your bracelet. So there's a swim up bar where you can enjoy a beer, wine, or smoothie. And we also have a swim up mud bar. So you can go and get various natural face masks there as well. On day 3, we're visiting we're actually this will most likely be the highlight of your stay, to be very honest. We are taking you now on Iceland's 3 most popular attractions for very, very good reason. So this is essentially what Iceland is best known for, apart from our volcanoes these days, to be honest. We have 3 sites on the Golden Circle Day. This is called the Golden Circle. So leaving your hotel, we are going to visit our 3 top sites. One of them is the Þingvellir National Park. You can see the picture here in the top left. This is Þingvellir National Park, which is a UNESCO World Heritage Site, and it is home to Iceland's largest lake. It is also home to the world's first parliament, interestingly enough. You can see this building here. This is the world's first parliament. It's still located there, even though our parliament activity has moved to the capital, the building is still there. Beautiful white colors, typically in the winter months, and most importantly, Þingvellir is home to the 2 tectonic plates of Eurasia and America. These 2 tectonic plates are being pulled apart by up to 2 centimeters each year. And in fact, I don't know if you heard this, but we have had over 40,000 earthquakes in Iceland now the last 3 weeks. And that is due to these 2 tectonic plates, because they are being pulled apart. And Iceland is a very naturally active country. So we have earthquake activity activity here. All very safe, trust me on that. Our next stop on the Golden Circle is to go and visit the erupting hot spring. This is called Geysir, and fun fact, our geyser, the Icelandic geyser, is the one that gave all the geysers in the world its name. So that's where the English word geyser comes from. It's the Icelandic geyser. Sadly, geyser itself doesn't erupt anymore, but thankfully its little brother Strokkur, and yes, I'm going to test you with all these names in the end. Its little brother Strokkur erupts every 5 to 10 minutes or so. So during our stop there, we will be sure to stop long enough so you can witness this eruption a few times before carrying on. Our last stop of the typical Golden Circle is this breathtaking waterfall called Gullfoss. In Icelandic, Gullfoss. The Golden Waterfall. This is where the Golden Circle gets its name from, and this is beautiful glacier water thundering down into the canyon. It has layers, it has 2 layers to it, the waterfall, and the water feeding this waterfall comes from the nearby glacier called Langjökull, which brings us to the highlight of exploring the Golden Circle with the Travel Counsellors group is that we're going to go and explore this by super jeep, not by coach. Our super jeeps in Iceland are our pride and joy. Trust me on this. You can see on the 2 pictures here, these are our super jeeps. The super jeeps are essentially our men's toys. They love playing around in Icelandic nature, going into the highlands, onto volcanoes, and I'm telling you, the Icelandic men, they love their super jeeps more than their wives. So treat it well. They bring these jeeps from abroad, they completely strip them down and then modify them, creating these Icelandic monsters, as you can see here. The tires are huge and they can handle all Icelandic terrain, be it going onto volcanoes, mountains, through rivers, what have you. So the entire Golden Circle day tour will be explored in the luxury and comfort of a super jeep. Once you've seen the waterfall, we are going to test the super jeeps and we're going to drive them onto the glacier that feeds the waterfall. Once you reach the top of the glacier, we have a base. At base, we dress you up in overalls and everything you need, and off you go snowmobiling on an Icelandic glacier yourself for an hour. This snowmobile, such a highlight because, I mean, when would you get the option to snowmobile on an Icelandic glacier? So 2 people share 1 snowmobile. You need a driver's license to drive the snowmobile. 2 people share. We drive out for about half an hour or so from base. We stop there to give you the chance to take incredible photos, make snow angels, throw snowballs, play around a bit on the glacier, and trust me, take incredible images because you're on a glacier. And then you switch driver and the other one gets to drive back to base. Children are welcome though. The age limit is only 6 years old. Needless to say though, they will not drive. They will just sit with you. So the Golden Circle day is an action-packed day where you really get the best of what Iceland has to offer. I'm afraid that on day 4, your Iceland break has ended, and I just thought it a little bit fitting for this one in particular to put this as a goodbye image. So this is our current erupting volcano. We're still here in Iceland debating a little bit of the name of it. I don't know if you remember, but in 2010, that one was Eyjafjallajökull. I was kind of hoping that we just named this one Bob or something to make it easier for you. But turns out that this, we might be calling this one Fagradalsfjall. But we will see. Icelanders are now hiking to this volcano constantly because it is still erupting, and who knows how long it will be erupting. On your break to Iceland, you will also have some free time in Reykjavik. Reykjavik is the capital city of Iceland, a small, compact city with only 250,000 people. It is the northernmost capital in the world. And it is a beautiful city to stroll around in on your own. We have some incredible landmarks like this church over here, Hallgrímskirkja. We remember all these names, especially you travel counselors. You're going to be tour leaders. So this is Hallgrímskirkja Church. We have the beautiful Viking ship sculpture by the coastline of Reykjavik. We have a pond here right in the city center. And one of our new buildings, the Harpa Concert Hall. This is where all Icelandic concerts are held. There are two things, though, that you kind of have to do when you come there. Well, one at least, and that is to get the famous Icelandic hot dog. You have to try our hot dog. It is the world's best meal. So you see this tiny little stand here. We have our hot dog stands dotted all around the country. But in Reykjavik, this is the most famous one. Bill Clinton had a hot dog there. Here you go to this tiny little hot dog stand, and we say that this is Icelanders' most beloved and favorite restaurant. Here you get your hot dog with the Icelandic sauces and onions that we put on. Then we also have something called the fly over Iceland. This is where you sit down and you put on a belt, and it basically, how do you say, it's like a 4D experience. So it's in this huge building, and you sit there nice and tight because the seats move around. They spray water in your face and shake the seats, and you're kind of making it a 4D experience. First, when I heard of it, I thought that's just mad. Why would I go to Iceland and sit inside some building, you know? But then I went, and now I cannot get enough of it because it is actually demonstrating Iceland's beauty to you. And it is flying you over places in Iceland which you can literally not get to otherwise than by flight. So we will be showing you into the highlands, onto glaciers and places that you cannot see with the naked eye. So I really recommend the fly over Iceland. However, on the morning of the Blue Lagoon, so on the morning of day 2, we decided to have this optional because it's not necessarily everyone's cup of tea. So this is just up to you whether you want to add it onto your Iceland break or not. We do offer whale watching as an optional tour. It's about a 3-hour sailing tour right from the city center of Reykjavik. The most common species to find here are humpbacks, minkies, porpoises, dolphins, and we offer this all year round. So when you come on any of the 3 dates on the tours with the travel counselors, you can opt to add on a whale watching if you want. We also have another tour called the Lava Tunnel, which you might opt to go and experience yourself. You could do this on the morning of the Blue Lagoon instead of the whale watching. And this is our lava tunnel. So as we very well demonstrated these days, is that Iceland is a very volcanic active country. We have had volcano eruptions since the beginning of time. Here you will go into a lava cave to really witness this with your own eyes. And you know, the country Iceland is often referred to as the land of ice and fire. Here you can really see the effect of that, because these are lava, volcanic eruptions, and the lava flowing and how it freezes over due to our climate and our glaciers, creating this surreal scenery that you're walking inside. So as you can see here, we've built some stairs and pathways to make it easier for you to go into the cave and really explore it with our trusted guides. This tour only takes about 3 hours because the lava cave is located only like a 30-minute drive from south of the capital city. The pictures honestly do not do this justice. I can promise you that. The colors, when you go inside there, are absolutely breathtaking. And I think I've taken you through Kirkenes in Norway and Iceland on the 2 short breaks that travel counselors are offering for next winter.